let's get going. Then I can go to beddy by. Actually, I have to brush my teeth. Ah, shit! It's been a few days since I snooped on Fang's phone. He still doesn't know. I guess that means I got away with it. It doesn't help with how guilty I feel about the whole thing. But there's still no way I'm actually gonna tell him either. Besides, I got other ways of coping with my guilt, like shitposting on the internet some more. Today's Wednesday. I'm already home from school, so I have the rest of the day off to do whatever. Well, until I have to go to bed and repeat it all over again tomorrow. Like, don't get too existential now, Anon. Trying to cheer yourself up, remember? Push away the dread of tomorrow and focus on writing my message back to Stego Star. I finally got her to watch JoJo's Bizarre Adventure after months of begging her to. She finally relented earlier this week, and I agreed to watch Lucky Star for her in return. And I've been binge watching the anime for the past few days. The only problem now is that when she watches a new episode, she fills my DMs with questions on how any of this works. I try my best to explain stuff, but sometimes it feels like the author just forgets things. I'm in the middle of these post-episode back and forth, so I hear my phone ring from the kitchen table. I always thought Anna was doing most of this shit on his phone. I mean, I think he has a laptop, which I was like, whatever. God damn it, probably another robot call. Get out of my chair, walk over to the kitchen. Well, you know, obviously it's not a number from a telemarketer or a robot, but something far worse. It's my dad. Oh, sorry, it's my mom. And we all know that moms are dramatic highs, so let's turn on a dramatic high song. My mother. The bitch! Wait, no. I remember in the 50 Shades of Grey. His mother, my mother, the crack whore. I think that's the one. God. That shit's so bad. Why is this woman writing an extraordinarily manly man that she does not understand the context of? Also, he's a shit character anyway. He has an angle, but it's never... It's not a good one. It's not done well. You know what they say, Luigi. There are no bad ideas, only bad executions. But Christian Grey makes me seriously doubt if that's true. You know what they say, Luigi. But honestly, I don't know if that's true after I've seen what that guy's been up to. My fear's in place. Why is she calling now? Is something wrong with Dad? Which is ironic since Dad dies, apparently. Which, again, I don't... Listen, once we get to Dad dying, I'm gonna have some serious fucking opinions to throw on, and all of them are, why did you do this, and you shouldn't have done this? Like, I get that it's realistic, but you're writing a story. Don't be realistic, you bingus. I watch the phone ring for a moment before shaking off my daze and answering the call. As she picks up, I can hear a soft, doting voice. You mean doting. Your mother is doting on you. Oh, my mom come through the other side. Hello, Nani. It's been too long. She softly coos. Nani's my... You don't have to explain that, man. Who is he explaining it to? We're in his head. He shouldn't be explaining... Also, context clues, man. We can figure this out. Like, if you just say, Nani's a pet name, I hate it, and after... It's far better. You don't have to over-explain it. Yeah, Mom. Sure has. I feel my stomach drop at admitting that. I haven't spoken to Mom since getting on the train to Vol Caldera. I really did mean to call her again after my conversation with Dad, but I could never build up the courage to call. Why are you calling now? I don't want to come off as rude, but you could have called whenever. So why now? This could have been an email, and that email could have been a text, and that text could have been discarded. Oh, I just saw something I wanted to tell you about. Mom cheerfully answers. What exactly? What exactly? Well, for the past while, I've been looking online for local churches for you to go to, and today I found one. Oh! Well, that's not the worst thing for her to do. Because Anon does seem to be a little Christian. He might have a crisis of faith, but he might still desire to attend church, you know. You can keep both. I mean, I know that much of the Christian church is, especially if you're in the American folksy version of Christianity, which seems to be highly co-opted by politics. The funky kind, not the old classic church have their own standing army kind, you know. Did they ever, though? I mean, the Crusades and everything is kind of... Is it, though? How much was the Vatican into that shit? Because that was a mess. It didn't look good. Optics were shit. And only the first one really did anything good from what I heard. Like, as in achieved objectives. All of them are actually hot dog shit. Some guy died falling off a horse. Drowning or whatever it was. Jesus. And today I found one. Mom, local churches are not that hard to come by. Why did this take you so long? Mom cheerfully explains, deflated from her explanation. Like, it's 2020, man. Look it up on Google Maps. I wasn't expecting that, but it does fit my mom to a T. However, with how easy this... here's what you do. However, given the ease of the task, I wonder if she's just trying to talk to me over actually providing advice. Because this could have been a text. Oh, yeah, cool. I try my best not to sound disappointed. I hope she'd call me to talk, not play guide for the local churches. I know she means well, but sometimes it feels like she cares more about church than me. I mean, that is what you're implying with these sentences, but I'm gonna let this one slide because it is kind of important that we pick up on this context clue. Yep, they even haven't used the ministry today. Don't worry, I'll send you the address. You from ministry? Don't count me out. Socializing out of school isn't anything extra helping. I don't want to start doing stupid JoJo poses with Christians. I don't know. Oh, please, Anon. I know you might want to, Nani, but trust me, it'll do you some good to be around other Christians. Iron shapes iron, after all. Let a deep breath. I mean, I really don't want to, but I feel like shit if I disappoint Mom again. Listen, you know she's gonna call them and go like, my son is gay, immediately abduct him, take him to a conversion camp, and get him out of California because they don't legally allow you to do that shit over there. And then I was like, Mom, you haven't hung up yet. Sure, I'll go. I relent. Yeah, Mom chewing on the other side of the line. That's me and Naomi. Well, it starts pretty soon. You better head over now. And one more thing, Anon. I appreciate she drops the fucking nickname the second she got what she wanted. Yes, Mom. I was worried about what else she has in mind for me. I love you, Nani. Okay, that made me tear up a little bit. Not gonna lie, I still love my mom. Poor guy. For a second, I considered not going, but I already feel guilty enough about looking through Fang's phone. I can't imagine how many words I feel if I lied to my mom about something like this. I look at the address my mom sent me. It's not too far from here. It's actually near one of the nice neighborhoods in town. Neighborhoods? With a T? I put on my shoes, grab my Bible. Do you need to bring a Bible to church? I think you could just show up without one. Leave the apartment. I think you're just supposed to dress nice, you know? Alright, well, we gotta switch to some new soundtracks, because this doesn't really work anymore. Actually, let's go for a nice energetic soundtrack, because we're schmoovin'. Anon's has activated schmoovement mode. You know, we haven't listened to Rosa's song, and she might show up because, you know, church. So let's see if I have the power and gift of foresight. I'm making my way over to the church as quickly as I can. I do not want to be caught in the open in Skid Row, especially this late in the day. I just keep my head forward and keep moving, trying my best to ignore the homeless bums on nearly every street corner. Eventually, I'm out of Skid Row and into the normal area of town. With the little I get out, I sometimes forget there's more to folk out here than Skid Row and the high school. To arrive at church, I can see it's nestled into one of the old neighborhoods of town. All the houses here look incredibly old, yet well maintained. The church itself is much more opulent than I'm used to. At rock bottom, why is it all one word? How did this happen? They're separate. They're two words. Skid Row and rock. In rock bottom. You need not at. Like, these weird translation things don't make sense when you consider some of the other errors that sneak in. In rock bottom, the church used to be a shoe store before they renovated it. But this place looks like something you'd see next to a castle. It has towers, minarets, spinnerets, and everything. Sounds intimidating me a little. I don't like Spider Jesus. He's weird. I don't know how a bunch of well-to-do dinos will take to a poor skinny coming into their nice-ass church. Well, if the Christians are supposed to look past that, right? We're all equal under Jesus, after all. And, you know, the whole rich guy heaven thing. Jesus was on to taking care of the poor, right? I mean, in the co-opted, folksy American version of Christianity, you know, the whole greed and taking care of the poor thing kind of got a big shaft up the ass, especially the whole migrant thing. A bunch of other weird details. Thinking about it, it's more like people are picking and choosing what they're already comfortable with than actually reading the Bible. With a deep sigh, I steel myself before walking up to the large wooden doors and pushing them open. Why aren't they already open? I've walked past churches giving masses. They keep the doors open. So, you know, they don't keep opening and closing. The inside of the church is just as stunning as the outside. The walls are decorated with hanging vines, and several stained glass windows where after Jesus and other saints and holy figures. It feels intimidating. The The whole thing just makes me feel more and more like I don't belong here. Especially because they've got a gay man hanging from a gallows. What the fuck is up with that? So look around the main area. I spot no... Listen, the whole anti-gay thing, right? Some people say it has to do with pedophilia, but I personally believe it has to do with the whole idea of you can't be the bottom, but the top can top. You know, I'm a top. I'm fine. Christianity's okay with tops, just not bottoms. Which makes the logistics kind of awkward, but hey, I'm fine. I should be fine. Look around the main area and I spot a few older dino women chatting outside the sanctuary doors. I guess they have services on Wednesday too. One of them, Stego Woman Knows Even Smiles. St. Hammond's? Now you're just making the school even weirder. Welcome to St. Hammond's, she politely greets. I am here for your services. Young man! Young man! Would you like to eat pie? I said, young man. Come over and cry, I said, young man. Just shake my head, yes. Do you mean nod your head? They are downstairs in the gym. Remember to beef up, boy! Take those protein shakes and beef up. Make sure to help yourself to the pizza. Some of that New York slice. Why does everyone keep saying that? It's just the trend of the future. My stomach grumbles at the mention of pizza. I haven't eaten anything since lunch, so hearing about free food has me salivating. I thank the woman for her help and walk down the hall towards the gym. Downstairs is a carpeted gym with a basketball court where dozens or so kids dribble around. Wait a second. Kids? Oh, I quickly scan around the gym, and it's as I feared. This youth group is filled with little kids and no high schoolers. And I'm here, alone, by myself. God damn it, Mom! This is so good. Oh, this song does not work on the long term. We'll go with this one. For now. I start to panic as my face heats up. For a second, I think about just bolting up the stairs, but then my stomach grumbles. I can't leave now, not when my delicious prize is so close. Nobody's noticed me yet. Maybe I can just grab some pizza and bolt out. Yeah, that's a great idea, Anon. I quickly make my way over to the kitchen built into the back wall of the gym. It's right across from the stairs, so remember to get in unnoticed. I step inside, I see a stacks of pizza boxes on the counter. Looks like they're all from the same chain of pizza as the concert. Dino Mo's. Look past the pizza look and notice I'm not alone and someone is hiding from the kids outside. Someone I know. Fang? It's Fang, but he looks strange. He's not wearing his normal black outfit. Instead he's wearing a polo and khakis. He even did his hair differently, tying it into a straight ponytail. With how different he looks, the only recognizable thing about him is his feathered wings. What the hell? What the fuck? He hasn't noticed me yet. Sitting on a stool by the counter and looking at his phone. Seeing his phone made me wince a little as I remember what I did on Monday. I don't know who he's messaging, but he's wearing a scowl as he furiously types. Why are you trying to get his attention? Fang! I say, trying to get his attention. He startles a little bit from hearing his name, but when he sees me, he gets even more startled. His amber eyes go wide, his face burns bright red from shock as he looks at me. I guess he's just as surprised to see me as I am to see him. Anon! Fang blurts out as he wraps himself. What are you doing here? He asks, his voice shaky with worry. Cause me to freeze in place. As I look at him wrapped around in his wings, I feel like I've seen something I'm not supposed to see. A side of Fang I'm not supposed to know about. A side that wears khakis. What the fuck is this? I just wanted to be an answer. I guess you feel stupid. Man. Goddamn. I'm just having some... What the hell is this? A rubber duck Hatsune Miku? Why are the weirdest things only coming out when I'm busy trying to stream? I don't know. It's a mystery life can never answer. Where was I? Man, I don't know why. I got this chunk in my throat and it won't stay down. It's really annoying. Just go in my tummy already. Raptor Jesus? I sheepishly mumble, then I shrug. Come on, Anna, get a grip. Don't spill your spaghetti. I will say, this author sounds like he doesn't know all that many ways of describing things, because he does like to hammer on certain types of things. The spaghetti thing is cute with Anon because he did it like once or twice and it's not a big thing. So it's like, ah, that's funny. Kind of overdoing the lingo, as one might say. Took a deep breath to calm myself down before speaking. My mom's been bugging me about going to church while I'm staying here. And this was the closest one to my apartment. I slowly answer as I fight through my nerves. I look surprised by my answer, relax a little. That's really embarrassing, really. Fang says quietly with a slight tease in his tone. Just roll my eyes in response. Why are you here? I ask. Still confused by what he's doing in the kitchen. It's probably his church, or why is he away from everyone else? His smile turns to a frown, and he deflates in a stool. People sure love deflating. Also, we're not going to talk about the khakis? We're not going to talk about the fucking polo? About the drastic the fucking ponytail hair? Come on! I don't want to be here, stupid. The other staying here are going upstairs for service, and there's no way now I'm sitting through that. How are you allowed to stay in the kitchen, though? Yes. Surely the youth pass, so at least want to help with the little ones, right? Thing lets out a mix of snort and huff like I told a joke. Dan is a nice enough guy to let me have some space from all the shitlings in the gym. I just promised him that I'll read my Bible and prayer while I'm alone. Look over the counter to see the Bible. Untouched, covered in dust. It's cobwebs. It's been there for weeks. I'm starting to think this Dan guy is a bit of a tool. So, you a Christian, Anon? Fang asks with a level of venom I'm not used to. A little flat-footed for him is questioning and shake my head, yes, like an idiot. You don't shake your head, yes, you nod. Oh my fucking god, what a goddamn dork. I thought he was going to show me a picture, but someone just posted their fucking fic at me. Goddamn. Why am I surrounded by these people? I say as if I'm not one of them. Why am I surrounded by these people, I say, from atop my mountain of unpublished fics and fan works? How can this be? Fang rolls eyes at the answer. I guess that makes sense. You're enough of a retard to be one. Oh no, Fang, don't be one of those cringe atheists. Listen, I know that Christianity's gotten on its own new cringe. We got to bring back the spaghetti monster because of how people are again weaponizing Christianity for fucking bullshit political things. But don't be one of those guys. I was one of those guys. I'm like, come on. At least, come on. No, you're a team. Come on. You're gonna become one of those right-wing weirdos, and then you'll become Christian again for some reason. It's really weird how that track's been working out of late. Unlike his usual teasing, it feels like his actual level scorns of this remark. Are you not? No, I am not, he says, bitterly, folding his arms over his chest. Why not? Why did I ask that? He just looks at me disappointed. You know why, Anon. Fang answers quietly, looking down at the floor. Come on, Anon, don't be a fucking retard right now. Well, you already admitted to it. You already admitted to being one, you know. I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking. I'm only here because my parents dragged me here, but it's not all bad. Fang grabs a slice of pizza completely covered in meat. They also have my favorite kind of pizza. Yeah, because they have to stock for herbivores and carnivores, you dingus. Fang swallows the slice whole, so like a pelican does with fish. It startles me. A little to be reminded just how different we are. It's like I've gotten used to being around dinos all the time. Also, they always finish lunch before I arrived, so where's Nasser? Oh, haven't you seen Nasser eat a sandwich, though? So where's Nasser? I don't know, probably busy with some extracurricular bullshit as always. Mutters as he glances away. His wings cover him again. Great. Why are you doing that? I point to his wings. He shields himself like that when he's on edge, and I feel like I haven't done anything to make him that tense. He jumps to the question, quickly retracts his wings like I caught him doing it subconsciously. He looks over at me embarrassed. You wouldn't understand, Anon, Fang bashfully explains, unable to meet my gaze. His wings are around himself again in a self-hug, slowly moving up and down. I think we need to switch to a more chill beat. I think I know which one I want. I know which one I want. Is this one? No, it's the other one. Not this one. It's maybe Dragging On and On? No, it's this one. Appreciate the scenery. probably my guess. His wings go right up at a self-hug, slowly moving up and down. Guess he must be where he calms himself down, so like a built-in security blanket. You mean a fucking baby blanket? It's a baby blanket, Anon. For babies. I say, definitely not being the kind of person to either pick my nose or other ear holes. Actually, earwax tastes fucking disgusting. Ugh. Is it because of your wings, I ask? God damn it, Anna, you're so stupid. Honestly, I kind of, like, a character that's a complete and utter moron, right? They're a villain, because they're unwilling to change. And this guy is just not willing to fucking realize that he sucks. I just don't want you to see me like this. See you like what? Church? No, dweeb, like this. He gestures to his formal attire. Looking over again, I don't get what he's getting at. His clothes look perfectly normal to me. Since my confusion grows more agitated. See me dressed like a boy, you idiot. You're an adult, Fang. You're dressed like a man. Jesus. Like, when people say that's a girl, and, you know, they talk about girl clothes, and it's like an adult woman, it just looks weird. I know that it's nomenclature, but it really infantilizes them. And you're a misogynistic gay, why are you saying this? Because if I'm gonna be a misogynist, I can at least know why. I need to know my tools and my enemy, you know? Oh. His anger momentarily subsides, and he collapses, returning to shame. He rubs his eyes, his tears start to well up. I know you wouldn't understand how to look at me. Do you really think I chose to dress like this? This is interesting, because in Snook Game, we never got this kind of, like, dysmorphia element to it, right? Because technically Fang was never like that. But this does indicate that Fang is actually non-binary, because otherwise it wouldn't be such a big deal. Fang Billy asks, his voice cracks in emotion. You really think I chose to dress like this? I'm too stunned to say anything from his outburst. Body locks in place so my voice can't find the words to say. Every time I come wrong here, I have to dress like this. Like how my parents wish I still was. Like it was. Did he used to dress like this normally? In fucking khakis and a polo? Like, come on, Fang, you're not a dork. Probably not best to ask now. It's interesting to know. It's like I have to hide who I really am from everyone. Oh, so we're definitely going down this road. Because that is, like, hardcore, the kind of shit that this is what pride is about. Fang whimpers, almost completely spent emotionally. Seeing him like this, so hurt and why can't he just be spent? Why does it have to be specified as emotionally? Like, emotional and fatigue can't make you like, physically, mentally fatigued. It's bad with finding things I'm painfully aware of what he's talking about. And I know that what he needs right now. Carefully, I approach Fang as he slumped over in the stool. I gently wrap my arms around this small frame, very feminine, and pull him into a very feminine hug. What a girl. His breath hitches from the unexpected contact. He looks up. I'm not sure what to do. What the fuck are you doing, Anon? Sometimes you just need a reminder that someone still cares about you. I quietly answer. What, do you mean support? Jesus Christ, we're doing some really weird things here that are very much outside of what Snoot Game... Like, this is not Anon. This is not Anon. We are deep in some ending somewhere. Because we're post something happening. What? Before pulling back and letting go. Then he looks back at me, completely stunned. You are such a weird fucking skinny Anon. But thanks, I appreciated that. He rubs the last tears from his eyes and lets out a sigh. So we're going to bring up the fact that there are two elements to this. There's also the fact that a church is probably not 100%, especially American church, you're probably a little less on the gay thing. Like, pansexual isn't quite gay, but it's close enough. Insanely good rare Homer here. You can tell I think I Turned My Childhood Friend Into a Girl is a work of fiction because it exists in a world where the Nintendo Switch had proper customization options. Fucking ouch! Man, I really do want to watch those playthroughs of Oracles of Ages and the Seasons, but I just don't have that. I don't know why. I've fallen behind on so many LPs that I wanted to watch, and I just can't catch up, despite the time I got. You feeling better? I ask. He looks back at me and gives a slight smile. Yeah, a little. But you're a fag for hugging me like that. I smile at his remark. I was impressed by what he'll say to keep up the appearance of an aloof punk, but I know better. Yeah, sure thing, fag. No, they're pansexual. That's a whole different thing. At times, faggotry, but also you can hide it, which is why again a lot of people give bisexuals shit. I quietly joke back. For a moment, Fang looked shocked that I said the word before flicking to annoyance. Hey, only I can say that, dweeb. He lightly punches me in the arm. I raise my arms in mock surrender, which earns me 2 middle fingers from him. Even? Wait, does Fang even know that you're into guys? Because, like, Fang has admitted to being pansexual. Has Anon said it? I don't recall. For the rest of our youth worship together, Fang and I sit at the counter chatting about bullshit and eating cold leftover pizza. Nice just to sit and talk. I like how there's an elaborate church on top of it, and this is in the basement. Why is the kitchen in the basement? That place needs ventilation. Jesus. Nice to sit with talk away with him to talk with him away from school and the band for a short time in that dumpy little kitchen. Everything else disappeared, and it was just us. Like we're sitting in a bar in a sitcom. Couldn't last forever, sadly. We suddenly hear steering from upstairs. Sounds like service is over. We should go now. Fang's tone sours completely and his wings ruffle against the floor. Why? My parents will be coming for me soon. And if they see me alone with a guy they've never seen before... Fang lets the implication of the sentence hang for a moment. Would that really be it? Yeah. Fang interrupts with a clipped tone. Oh, shit. His parents must be real pricks if he's worried. So I get up from the counter and walk to the exit. I look back towards him. His soft amber eyes are glued to me. It's like a gut punch to leave him like this, but maybe I don't have to. See you next Wednesday, I delicately suggest. Especially immediately brightens from the suggestion and gives me a hopeful smile. Yeah, see you next Wednesday, dweeb. I can't help but smile at the last jab and give one last wave of goodbye before heading upstairs out of the church. I jog back to my place as quickly as I can. Didn't normally be walking around after dark and skin raw. When I'm out of my apartments, I put up my keys and check my phone. I have a text from Mom. How was Church Nani? Church Nani is dead. Killed him on the altar. Just like Cain and Abel. That's how it's supposed to go, right? Or was it the other guy? Was it Abraham? I think Abraham was the guy. You know, I'm just like Abraham, Mom. Killing my sons on an altar for God, and God's like, whoa, calm down there, buddy. Oh, boy. That was a test of, oh, man, I almost got my only humans killed. Shit. The smile, remembering the reason I even went to church in the first place. Yeah, it was great, Mom. I think I'll be going every Wednesday. That is great news. Raptor Jesus is watching over you. Would you like to order some Raptor Jesus bathwater? What? You know, this Peter Popoff guy selling special bathwater. Man, he really is up to date, isn't he? That was Prodigal Son 2. He rewrote it the most. I mean, you can tell because there are a little less issues with the raw grammar and stuff. Originally going to be when he first met Rose, I decided against it. I think the really big problem, right, and, like, I don't know if you can really introduce Stella and Rosa at this point, because you got a pretty flushed and fleshed out cast at this point. Like, why even bring in Sage? What are they really going to contribute to the greater narrative? This is a problem you run into in a lot of stories, right? If you just have one POV, and he's kind of just this one thing, and you never switch POVs or plots, it's like, yeah, what are you going to do? You're 10, 11 chapters in. Why introduce new characters at this point, right? I almost got most of the Stella version before changing it. That's where the Lady Anna meets versus Stella was going to be Stella's mom. Did you end up going to a non-denominational church? And it weirds him out. But the next chapter should be out at the normal time. It'll be the longest so far. Sage will finally show up in the gay Anon fic. I mean, if Sage isn't a trans man, why even bring him up in a gay fic at all? You're just wasting time. How big is this chapter? Will I finish this in one go? Because I know I can do 4,000 words in one fell swoop if I'm very handsome and I'm very sexy. This is 5,000 words. I might be able to pinch it. Oh, we're getting some. Oh, we're getting some spice. I was waiting. Was hoping some drama would show up. Cute shit. More excuses. Sage being male in this. Bless. Oh, it's gonna be a dude. Nice. I wish it had been revealed sooner so we could have had a place in the Snoot game. One more fix. I think he would have been a girl because those fuckers are like that. But two, I don't know if Sage would have contributed anything. I don't think the cast needs another person. What could you really offload onto him? Everyone is kind of one note as is. Wasn't enough space. I also felt that the woman was gonna be Stella Mom. Thank you, because there's no number. This is strange. But all non-binary says, but that seems forced. Or says very little when it comes to mental fortitude. Guess his parents want to fix his gayness a punta de crucificio, fijo, like the meme says. What the fuck does that mean? And why doesn't it involve going to do? Why the hell did I copy this text and it just comes with good morning? What fucking text is this? Good morning. I did not expect such a sage under any circumstances. I still thought it was funny. Where did this text come from? I copied this 4 words, and it just gives me all that at the point of a crucifix. Okay. Thinking of Puda. I think even with the non-binary stuff not fitting him very well, neither does LARPing like a Christian. I do think Nasser Fangs being more adversarial than they are in Snoot is something, so keep that in mind as well. Yeah. Because guys get along with their moms and all, I don't know. There's probably something in there, but what do we got here? So the next chapter ends, because I'm looking, because I like to look like a little bastard. He's like, I was at the concert. And it's like, oh, you thought it was because I was a loser. I think that's in the game too, or at least the vibe is there. Nothing matters. These problems matter. Honestly, I think about Rose is exactly the type of girl my parents hoped I would meet while away. Some Christian girl would help me with my confusion before I left her for the military. Then come back to Rome with rock bottom with her, get married and have grandchildren with her. More grandchildren than I know what to do with. Fuck, that is a hard-ass line. So yeah, apparently Sage is going to show up. Let's see. Where's Sage? Late inclusion, says Feared Sage. He and I share a study hall, and he's been hiding me for weeks to come to one of these gay little meetings. Oh no. Well, like I said, I'm looking forward to more of this. It's good stuff. It's kind of picking up, and I always love some good dramatics. It's a little late to be like the ending chapter instead of like anywhere else. Come on, put some more in general. Come on. Oh no, the gays are fighting. Comments are great. Hold up, I need to pull up the bonus music. Hold up. I have to play it. When I bring it up, I gotta play it. No, this is not the fucking... Jesus Christ, could you just give me the fucking bonus song for the game? Why gotta be like this? I don't want to watch a restored version. I just want to watch the actual fucking version. Jesus, why is it so hard for you people to do this? Goddamn Nintendo is such a bitch company. Oh no, I live in Japan. I love this little second. This is like when you're told what to do. It's not a perfect song for doing something bonus. Put your beans on the. Put your beans down. Put those beans. Beans. Give me that fat hot dog. Hell yeah.